Now, jobs, speaking of jobs, we get a big jump in jobless claims, 258,000. Now, that's up from 225 the month before, but caution on this one, this follows the hurricane. And so we are probably seeing a lot of people in North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, who are filing initial jobless claims. We'll take a look at that, but I wouldn't connect the dots between the CPI, the jobs report, and jobless claims.
Well, it's certainly a struggle to respond to it, Mike, and I can tell you that struggle is playing out in the market. Initially, after you saw those jobless claims number, this bond market rallied pretty hard at the front end of the curve, even though CPI came in a bit harder than expected. Right now, we're down about a single basis point on a 2-year, just in and around 4%. In the equity market, we were bouncing all over the place as well on the S&P 500. Futures staying negative by just about 0.2%. But I'd characterise this morning, Bramo, just looking at that on the surface, as a bit of a tug of war between a hotter than expected CPI and a worse than expected jobless claims read.
Yeah, just to give the jobless claims a little bit of perspective, it's the highest jobless claims amount that we've gotten since August 2023. We're also seeing the biggest pop in a percentage basis going back to December 31st of 2021 when it comes to jobless claims. So taking a look at that, it's either an aberration to his point or it's something else that people have been looking for. And that, I think, is really important to watch.
Mike, we've got one more payrolls report, and that payrolls report could be pretty messy based on some of this.
Well, definitely. We're anticipating a lot of jobs lost to the hurricane before we even get to Milton, Hurricane Helene. And I know David's with us. Folks at J.P. Morgan had made an estimate looking back at previous hurricanes, just based on Helene, that we could lose 120,000 jobs during the month of October, could come off of the payrolls report. Throw in 38,000 people who were on strike against Boeing, and you could end up with a negative print. Now, it wouldn't affect the unemployment rate, but it would be something really hard for the markets to digest, a market that isn't sure what the Fed needs to do here.